Oh, darling. Hello, darling. How are you, darling? Come on in. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Unless, of course, you're into that type of thing. Oh, darling, you dog, you. I do want to thank you all for being here this evening. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, darling, and I don't take that for granted. Darling, come on in, don't be shy. I have finally figured out how to reconnect my YouTube with my Facebook. So, shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. I appreciate you all tuning in. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and share the stream, like the stream, and leave a comment. Say hello. So, y'all come on in. I wanted to make sure I got this stream done today. I've been doing the most. Been in the Patreon, been having a lot of consultations lately. And consultations has become my favorite thing to do. I realize that the Virgo in me thoroughly enjoys like problem solving, thinking things through. And I've been having a ball, okay, with some of you on these consultations, figuring things out. Getting new ideas, sharing perspectives. So shout out to everyone that is getting in on these consults. I've been busy with that and in the Patreon. Okay. Tonight, I want to talk about this video that I saw, and what made me click on this video was the title. The title made me very curious. I was like, and the title of the video was "The comment section thought he was full of himself. Wants a woman who holds herself accountable." And this is a video from Kendra G's channel on her Singles live show. All right. So the title caught my eye because one thing that I know is that Black women absolutely despise men with standards. And even further than that, Black women demonize men with standards because Black women lack discipline more than any other race of women. Of course, my cat decides to now play with a plastic bag. Can y'all hear that plastic bag he's playing with in the background? Or no? Tell me, can y'all hear this plastic bag? Let me know when you go take it away from him. Can y'all hear it? If y'all begin to get disturbed by the sound of a plastic bag, let me know so I can. Okay, y'all say no so far. Okay, cool. Black women lack discipline more than any other group. Okay. Other races of women know how to play their position, play their role, follow the rules, and stay in line. And in return, they get the things that they want. Black women don't like that. Black women want to be able to get what they want. And Black women will have a long list of what you're wrong for expecting from them. Black women are the group of women who claim they're not doing anything for the male gaze, but then in the same breath complain all day long about how men are not giving them what they want. For some reason, following the rules bothers Black women. I don't understand it. To me, following the rules make things easier for you. Doing what you're supposed to do makes life easier for you. If you decide that this is what you want as a woman, it's your job to align and attract that. But it's like Black women try to fit a square peg through a round hole and don't want to follow the rule, but then be mad. I saw this post that went viral on Facebook, and it was like, white girls be married by 24 with a big house. And it was so many Black girls that were sharing the post, and they were like, I know, right? How come it don't be like that for us? And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Half of y'all are obese by 24. Half of y'all are obese at 14. Half of all your mama cursed you from a child, overfeeding you whatever you wanted, and you was fat from young adulthood. Okay, so most of you by 24, you've been obese for 10 years, and you look 10 years older than what you are because obesity ages you, okay? Because your body is working overtime. So there's nothing left for you to look youthful. You'd be looking tired and worn down by 24. What are you talking about? By 24, you got stretch marks and you got ham hock arms. Like what? First of all, let's just start there. Other races of women don't get fat till they get old. Black women be fat at 18. You know what I'm saying? So who the hell is signing up for that? So it's like, first of all, you're big. And second of all, you don't want to follow the rules. And you don't want to play the game how the game go. Other women don't mind playing their position to get what they want. For some reason, when you set a rule or a boundary with Black women, that pisses them off. I still don't understand it. I'm still trying to somewhat understand the psychology behind it, but it's hard for me too. But that's why I don't be feeling bad for sisters too much, because most of the time she bucking the system. Most women know exactly what's expected of them and what they should want, but they just choose not to do it. I don't know how y'all don't hear this bag. My cat is losing his mind. I truly don't understand what's going on. So, Black women, like how we were talking about naturally fashionable the other day, there are so many married Black women who literally their whole premise, okay, is to showcase how they cannot do anything for their spouse and look at what their spouse does for them in return. This is Black women's flex. Black women's flex is Black women think that being a bad wife is funny. I be seeing Black women do these posts like sneaking in my packages from Amazon. Don't tell my husband. Me online shopping when my husband told me not to, ma'am. Do you know that's called financial abuse? Okay. Do you know that when you're married, if your husband says, hey, we're not shopping this week, you don't shop that week? Black women will brag and say they've been married 10, 15 years and been fat the whole time and their husband is still there. Okay. Black women are not telling other women stay in shape for your husband, do what you're supposed to do. No, they are saying, no, F that. If you lose weight, he gonna still cheat. And look at me, my man's still around and I ain't lost no weight. Black women will joke about how when it's time to give relations, different jokes about different excuses, weaponizing relations. And me personally, I'm sick of it. And what it shows me is the truth is y'all just lazy. Y'all lazy. You have no type of discipline. And in your mind, someone is attacking you when they have certain expectations of you. And I think that's very interesting. Again, I'm still kind of figuring out the psychology behind it because it doesn't make much sense to me. But I can't say too much because the reality is it's always a weak man that's going to sit there and go for it. Working in jobs that I have worked, I have heard men and I listen to the way they talk about their women behind their back. And then I realized this man is in here saying all this about his wife, saying all this about his girlfriend. But then I see him the next week with her looking miserable, just trotting along like a slave in life, just like, here I go. And I'm like, so are y'all scared or something to have any type of standards or rules or expectations for Black women? Why do niggas sit there and allow Black women to treat them like you get whatever we give you? And the crazy part is y'all actually go for it. I personally think it's a lack of financial confidence in Black men. I think when you're coming from a 400-year disadvantage in other men, I think for some men, it can just become overwhelming and it produces this large sense of fear of failure, this lack of confidence that you're able to produce, able to move forward. And it causes so many men to deal with so much crap in their homes and from women, because the truth is they financially depend on that woman. And that's how women set y'all up, where they become that ball and chain. They hinder you from being mentally clear enough to succeed. Okay. They keep you distracted with arguing and going back and forth and this problem and that problem. They keep you utterly distracted. So where they get mad. I've never seen women more mad about cooking and cleaning than married women. Okay. When you tell married women they should be expected to cook, they get so upset. No, we should hire a chef. We should hire a maid. Like, what is this? And now I see why your man cannot succeed. Okay. Because he is too busy helping you and doting on you and making and just being so afraid. What it really is, y'all be afraid to say anything because you're afraid to not get no relations. That's what it really be. So they got y'all trained to where you can't even say no. In order for us to succeed, I need you to cook so we can save money. In order for us to succeed, I need you to do the laundry and keep the house clean so that I can use my power as a man to go produce and bring money. Do you know how many married men are not where they could be because you're wasting time separating the colors from the motherfucking whites? Because your wife talking about, help me, I need help. Help? So what would you do if you lived by yourself? Who would come help you clean the house? Okay. This is how marriage, y'all see how it's like a white woman thing where you talk about like the home shopping network and no white women be on the home shopping network buying all them appliances and gadgets. Do you know why they do that? They buy all those appliances and gadgets to be more efficient in their household duties, so their husbands can spend all their time making money. It is a waste of a man's energy, strength, when he could be out producing and building to be washing goddamn dishes. Go get a Viking dishwasher. Okay? Go get a working vacuum. You see what I mean? So them white women be over there, you know, you worried about buying wigs for $600. Man, please go invest in some appliances to make your household efficient and easy to keep clean. And when you clean every day, cleaning is not hard. Some of y'all do laundry once every 2 weeks, laundry up to here. Now you crying, talking about he won't help me do the laundry. Girl, you supposed to be doing laundry every day. You should wake up in the morning and put a load of laundry in. You should, if you spend 30 minutes to an hour a day cleaning, your house ain't gonna get messy. But so many Negroes are so, I just finished watching, which I'm gonna do a whole separate video and review on this. I just finished watching The Best Man last chapter TV show. And I only watched it because people were telling me like, what were my thoughts on it? And I didn't understand why people were asking me that. But then I watched it and then I understood why. Literally half of the men on the show are battling between them trying to produce in their career and their women talking about, but what about me? Help me. A lot of y'all married men should just be single. A lot of y'all would at this point be more successful being single because you gotta stop what you're doing. Okay. When the truth is, the reason why it's important for you, okay, to maintain control in building and producing is because if that family go left, you're getting blamed. If y'all be on the street, you're getting the blame. So y'all let these women disrespect you in your own home, undermine who you are, and keep you constantly distracted because deep down she's afraid that you will wake up and get some standards, or even worse, that you will wake up, start doing better, and be able to get a better woman than her. So she want to argue with you all the time. Monitor every single move you make. Where you going? What you doing? How come you ain't helping me with my career? If I was a married man and my woman want me to stop my career to help her with hers, I'm going to put the mortgage back in her name. Well, since you want me to stop working to help you, and half of y'all be having whack careers that nobody even cares about, to be honest. Y'all be having whack careers like, ma'am, nobody care about that. Do that shit yourself. Okay. So if my woman was over here complaining because I'm not helping her, I'm like, well, you can pay the bills then. I will go ahead and put the mortgage in her name. Like, okay, I'm just go ahead and get this to you because you don't want me working and doing what I need to do. You know, when you see men who are successful, most of the time they don't have a woman at home when they're trying to get where they need to go, produce, build, talking about hire me a maid, hire me a chef. We're going to order Uber Eats. Okay. A man could be single and hire a maid and Uber Eats. Okay. So I realized it really is about the expectation. Black women don't want any expectations because expectations mean discipline and expectation means work. This is why we have in the Patreon, we have a group of women who have decided that that's not the route we want to go. We don't want to hear about how we can take advantage of people around us. We don't want to hear about how to be lazy. We want to be disciplined. We want to have results. We want to move forward. We see that the way things have been done so far has not yielded a positive result. And we want to go ahead and try this new thing of how about we have standards as Black women? How about we follow the rules like every other race of women know how to do? Because one thing I want you ladies to understand, and this is something that the Passport Brothers movement has taught me. You know what I realize? Men don't care why you're giving them what they want. They just care that they get it. They don't care if you're giving them what they want for this reason or that reason. All they care about is that you give them what they want. Okay. So I had to realize, like, I'm like, how come they over there, these girls, like, yes, I do for you, whatever I do for you, like, clearly it's fake. They don't care. All they know is she doing what I asked her to freaking do. Okay. This is a concept that goes over the head of Black women. Okay. And every other race of woman is doing her job. And then she's able to collect on, all right, I did what he wanted. Now I got what I want. And she on her way. Except for us. I ain't doing that, honey. I'm just, why not? Why aren't you going to do it? Do you have a reason? I'm just not. Because you hate your dad. I understand. Appeasing a Black man makes you feel like you're appeasing your dad and you don't want to appease your dad. I get it. So seeing this brother in this video truly intrigued me because I was like, y'all are mad. I don't see what there is to be mad about. So we're going to dissect this video together. The glasses are going on, y'all. The glasses are going on. You know what that means. The glasses are going on. When the glasses go on, it's serious. All right. So let me bring this up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, before I do that, I want to show y'all this. I thought this was so freaking dope. Look at this. I thought this was so cool. So apparently it's this group of brothers in Detroit, and they are going around. They're going around at nighttime in Detroit. And whenever they see Black women out late, that's like pumping gas or putting groceries in their house and stuff like that, they're going and helping them, put the gas, put stuff in the car and making sure they get in their car and get on safely. Okay. Now, this is what I be talking about, where a lot of Black women cut off their nose to spite their face. They have these personal negative experiences with Black men, and it makes them want to throw all Black men away. And I tell you guys all the time that other races of men are not going to neglect their own women to come save you. No matter how you feel about the bad choices and red flags you've ignored in the men that you've dated that have now created an ultimately negative view, of the man in your race. No matter how many times you bust that thing open, got pregnant by a Dusty, now you try to get child support. No matter how many times a Black man slept with you and then never called you again because you slept with him too fast and you knew he was full of crap, but you thought that your coochie was going to get thrown in the air and turn to gold and you was going to be the one to change him. No matter how many times your bad decisions have blown up in your face, the reality is after you're done with all that, your only defense in this world is Black men. Okay. I was looking at this earlier. I was looking at an article earlier about how in Afghanistan, it's so funny to me. It'd be other women, when I say going through it with their men, going through, and you don't never hear them, they still don't throw their men away. In Afghanistan right now, they are making it so that even if there's a department store and there's a female mannequin, that they now have to cover the female mannequin face. In Afghanistan, the Taliban now is saying that women cannot take entrance exams for college. So they are telling their women, bitch, we don't even want to see you. We don't want to see you even on a mannequin. And you not going to school. You not getting no job. Just sit down in a closet and shut up and don't come out. But we still don't see Afghanistani women being like, we're done with Afghanistan, man. They weak. They're beating us up. They're oppressing us. You don't hear them saying nothing. Because what is their alternative? Are white men going to come in and take care of them? No. Every other woman, no. You don't throw your men away because you had a negative experience. As a woman, no matter how big and bad you think you are, a man can always come in and knock all your stuff over. If you as a Black woman cannot produce a partner who is going to protect you, if you as a Black woman do not know how to build relationships in your community, in your real life of men who will pull up for you, defend you, and protect you, that's your fault. You need to work on your relationship skills and your reputation. You walk around fat with a bonnet on, eating all day, with your face frowned up, with negative energy, talking about you're not protected. Ma'am, protect yourself. Okay? So you make it seem like, oh, Black men this, honey. At the end of the day, Black men are the only ones who gonna step up at any point. Okay? What they say, sometimes you throw all your problems in a pile, you'll pick yours right back up, honey. I'll take my man over them Afghanistan men any day. Black men have never oppressed us. And then we'll be over here complaining, girl, you want us to trade places? Or maybe you want to trade places with the white man. Or when they leave, they're going to kill you and the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Pick your poison. So I thought that was cute. I love that. Can we get some of that going in Atlanta? I love that for us. Shout out to those brothers as well. Okay. So now let's go ahead and check out the video. Get started on the video. Here it goes. Now they say that this brother is full of himself. I want you to watch this, you guys. This is very interesting. Y'all check this out.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Now the one thing where this brother lost me is he is like eating some kind of grapes or something, and it is sending me. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay. He's like eating some kind of grapes, and I am like, I want to snatch the grape so bad, like, stop eating the grape on camera. So that I'm warning you now, if you're like me and hearing people eat and smack, I'm letting you know now. Listen, it is a thing. So just be careful.
Can you bring the camera down a little bit so I can see your face better, honey? There we go. Oh, what you got on? Let's look at you. What's your name?
My name is Sean.
What's your name?
My name is Sean.
Your name is Sean. Oh, you standing up? Are you doing the Kendra cam already? Sean said, ladies, y'all not ready for me. Y'all not ready?
Now, let me also preface this by saying this also. I do not know this man. We do not know we don't know who he really is in real life. We're just going to take everything here for face value, and we're going to dissect the mentality behind this. I don't know who he is. I don't want nobody writing me talking about, I used to talk to him 6 months ago. He ain't shit. I don't know this nigga. It ain't none of my business. I just simply want us to look at the lesson in this. I'm not vouching for him. I have no dog in the fight. I just want you all to hear what he's saying and correlate that to women saying that he is full of himself and that women were disliking him.
Sean, again, bring the camera down a little bit more so you can have a perfect center. I love that you got something set up. Is it possible? Okay. And leave it right there. There you go. So, Sean, where you calling us from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta. How old are you?
35.
Before I get the ladies excited, are you here for vagina?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, ladies, okay.
Something else I want to tell y'all. Some of the stuff that this man is going to say, some of y'all will think it's ridiculous. Some of y'all, when he says some of the stuff about some of his requirements or about his experiences in dating and what he has experienced here in Atlanta, some of y'all will think, oh, he doing the most. Like, child, he ain't really. No, he is not. Okay. Atlanta, in my opinion, is the worst place for dating, and not particularly for the women. There's a lot of good single brothers here in Atlanta. Atlanta is hell dating for the men more so. Okay. I'm telling y'all now, the men who have been dating in Atlanta are traumatized. Okay. Atlanta is full of the most savage, what's the word? Savage, promiscuous, transactional, capping, no soul, no morals women you will ever see. Okay. So some of the stuff he gonna say, you're gonna be like, what? But I promise you, he is not making this up. Atlanta is a different monster when it comes to the women here. Trust me.
Your hopes up, and then he said he wants you. So we know it's vagina. Let's keep going. Sean, Atlanta, 35. What do you do for a living?
I'm a full-time actor.
You're an actor. What are you drinking?
Chardonnay.
Oh, Chardonnay. Do you have any kids?
I got a beautiful daughter. She's 4 years old.
Why are you not with the mother?
Crazy situation, but religion is what it boils down to. Her religion doesn't allow her to be with a man like me. I put it.
Yeah, she had a baby by you though.
True. She changed religions though after she had a child to some type of, I wouldn't say Jewish religion.
And let me tell y'all this. I've seen this before. A lot of people will say he making this up. I have seen it. I have seen it. I have seen it. Some of y'all would be disgusted if you have heard some of the ridiculous reasons I have seen women leave men that they have children with. I also told you all he's 35. So if I'd be willing to bet that woman was probably 35 or older. I've been told y'all better be careful of them women that are like 37, 38, 39, because they will use you to get a baby, get child support because their eggs starting to dry up. Then they will find a stupid excuse after they get the baby out of you as to why they can't be with you. This man say first of all, that's where he went wrong, because that's why you don't impregnate no woman that you ain't married to, because then she can run off and do anything and you really don't have no rights, especially in the state of Georgia. In the state of Georgia, if you are not married to a woman, you have zero rights to that child. You have to go through what is called getting legitimized to have any kind of rights for that baby. Okay. You're a damn fool in Georgia to get any woman pregnant that you ain't married to, because she can take your child. She done took that man baby and convert the baby to a Jew. What the fuck? What the hell? So you get with this man, have the baby, and then be like, I'm Jewish. Excuse me? And do you know there's nothing that that man can do about it? I know it sounds far-fetched. I've seen it. Okay? I've seen it. I've seen it.
But very close. Black woman.
Very close religion.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he made it.
Okay.
He made it known. He was like,
35.
yeah, I think she turned Jewish. She like, but she a black woman. Honey, I love when a black man make it clear. No, honey, black women. Period.
I has a 4-year-old daughter.
You interviewed my boy CJ the other day from Bob Tribe.
Okay.
6'6" brother, and that's what came across your page. Thought I should just throw that out there.
Throw it out there. That's your friend?
My boy, yeah.
Okay. He told you about the show?
Mm-hmm.
What did he tell you?
I don't need to get up on here because you have some very interesting insights about men. So
I have the insights about men, or did he say get up on here because your DMs are gonna blow up?
I don't need the DMs. I care about your insight. I care about exchanging knowledge, learning.
Well, let's be clear. Every now and then I might give a little bit of advice or information. It's more so data I'm sharing. So I always tell people I'm not the same person who I was when I started the show to who I am now, because after 3 years of hosting a show, I have 3 years worth of data, and there's information that I just know that is factual now. So, but I'm not a dating coach, not a therapist, not a life coach. I'm not none of those things, but we can engage when that time comes. But let's continue with you, Sean. Sean, when's your birthday and zodiac sign?
July 15th, and I'm a full-blown Cancer.
So listen.
Red flag, red flag, red flag. Number one red flag, if he a Cancer, run. Okay. Now we're going to ignore the fact that he a Cancer on this to learn a lesson. But, you know, a male Cancer equals don't do it. Okay. So, you know, no offense to the brother, but that was a red flag for me. Not, oh, he think he got standards. The red flag was a July 15th Cancer. Oh, no. Y'all know how I feel about Cancer men? No, ma'am. Okay. I wish a Cancer man on my worst enemy. My worst enemy can get a Cancer man, honey. Okay. Avoid Cancer men like the plague. Them Negroes get mad about everything. And then they get mad about everything. Then they start plotting revenge on you for the littlest things. You be like, sir, I'm sorry I was 15 minutes late picking you up at the airport. Now he plotting on the next time you need him to pick you up. He gonna be an hour late. They get mad and offended over everything. And then not only do they get offended, but they plan on punishing you for their easy offense. Honey, stay away from Cancer men, honey. But we're gonna ignore that, okay? We're gonna ignore the Cancer part of this, and let's just learn the lesson, okay? Woo!
I'll just bring this up right now. So the comment section is called Kendra Cousins, and a lot of people think you're full of yourself.
Not at all. I am confident, but full of myself, no. And in fact, I would say most people that know me, that are around me in person, would say I'm probably one of the most down-to-earth brothers that they've ever met. So I would.
Okay. So this is Sean Atlanta, 35. He's a Cancer actor, a 4-year-old daughter. What kind of woman you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody that holds themselves accountable, somebody that tells me exactly what it is that they want. And when I meet them there, they're ready for it. And I say that because I've been through similar situations where it was some great women that have been through some tough times with men. And so they know what it is that they want, and they know what it is that they don't want. But the thing was, I think it was a certain comfort level with that. Were they ready to get out of that comfort level with the toxic situations with their ex to risk something new with somebody else? And I think that's what it boils down to, Kendra.
All right, so what's some deal breakers?
I would say laziness is one of them. If I'm working as hard as I am to become the best version of myself for you and to protect, provide, and all of that, I would appreciate some type of effort or work ethic that you have as well.
Now, that is where they lost it. This is where they started to feel like, oh, he has the audacity. And see, this is what happens a lot when big girls, when people be like, you bigger than your man. Okay, the man married to you. Like, big girls will say, oh, you don't think I'm worthy of love. You think because I'm big, I'm not worthy of love. Ma'am, I know your gut affects your mind, but try to remove the fat around your organs for 2 seconds to think clearly. We're not saying you're big so you don't deserve love. Please spare us the dramatics. It's not working. All I hear is tiny violins, all right? We're not saying that you don't deserve love. We're saying that your husband deserves the same effort he's giving you. Our problem is not you big, that's your issue. Our concern is if you're saying that your husband is great, most of the time your husband don't be nowhere near as fat as you, don't eat nowhere near as much as you eat. When I go to the gym, that gym is full of black men, and it be myself and maybe 3 other black women. That's our point, is why is the man staying in shape, looking good for you, keeping his stamina up for you, and then you ain't doing nothing in return? What our issue is that the relationship begins to look unequally yoked. There is a certain social currency that a man's wife being attractive brings him. And if your man is working hard to build for your family, but then he walks in with you, you make him look weak. Because when you see a man with a big girl out of shape, and you could tell that girl ain't seen a gym in her life, what it speaks to society is that the man has no control in his household. What it says is the man has no authority in his household. What it says to society is that he is afraid to speak up, okay? Because there's not a single little boy, okay, that's 10 years old thinking about, oh, one day when I grow up, my dream girl, she's going to be 300 pounds. I can't wait. If you're big, your man set up for you, period. I said it. He did. And probably because he doesn't want to have to deal with other men trying to get you, or he just too afraid, or he needs you financially, or he feel guilty because you stuck around so long, he feel like he's not allowed to say anything to you. But when a man walk in and his wife is big, immediately it says you have no control in your household. Your woman has no respect for you. It says you can't do no better. And that's just what it is. So a loving wife keeps herself attractive because then you give a social currency to your man that is priceless. Because the minute a man walk in with an in-shape, attractive wife, that man could have $0 in his account. But if he walk in with an attractive wife, people going to think he got it. Other people going to respect him. Other men will respect him. It'll get him into more circles. They're not inviting you to the gala, to the fundraiser event. If your wife can't fit in between the tables, I've been told y'all, when you go to these charity events, the tables are this close together. You cannot go if your woman can't fit through the tables. Half of y'all wife will be knocking, it'd be a domino effect. Brrr, all the tables getting knocked down with her big, wide linebacker hips trying to get through. So that's what it is. We don't think that you deserve or don't deserve love because you're fat. What we're saying is we would like to see you do for your husband what he's doing for you. Okay. Anthony says, Six, don't do us cancer men like that. We need love too. Honey, I'm sorry. I am sorry, but whoo, boy. Woo, I'm sorry, baby. Lord have mercy. So this man, I love that he said that. He's saying, he's saying, I am going to keep myself up and do what I need to do for you. I simply want that in return. And that is what pisses Black women off, because modern day wives, y'all be talking about modern women. You need to be talking about modern day wives. Modern day wives are the worst. They lazy. They ain't got no discipline. And this is what they don't like. Their flex is I can do nothing while he does everything. They truly believe that the only thing they need to do is just be present. They truly think that by them just being there, that that's all they need to do. When the truth is, if that's the case, you don't need to be married for that. You can have a girlfriend just to have her present. Marriage means we're going to work together. Okay, you're going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of this so the family can move forward. A man get married because, okay, yeah, I'm going to commit to you. I'm going to make myself obligated to you so that you can help run this household, raise my children, so that I can worry about saving the world as opposed to worrying about what am I going to eat for dinner. So I don't have to buy Uber Eats 3 times a day. I can save money. I can have peace of mind. But y'all act like cleaning up a house and cooking is hard. Y'all don't like cooking. We were talking about this in the Patreon. Why y'all be so mad at the thought of having to cook some food and put it on a plate and give it to a man? Is that hard for y'all? Y'all don't enjoy cooking? It's not fun to you? You don't feel satisfaction when you make your man a plate and he eat it all and then he rub his belly looking all happy and he's like, damn, baby, that was good. Ooh, you live for that moment. You make the food. You like, I'm not going to tell you what I made. You want to surprise him. And then he sees the food. He's like, oh, baby, it look good. He said he's enjoying it. Then he finishes. He looking all satisfied. You watch him eat it. He takes the first bite and you're like, so? He's like, this is good. You don't like that? You don't like going and buying new cleaning products and you can't wait to try them out when you get home and you don't like that? I don't know. Anyway. Child. Anyway, but I can't feel bad for you Negroes because y'all allow it. So what it is.
I can't do liars either. You see what I mean? Why? Because it's like, if we're just meeting each other and we really don't know much about each other, to be all honest, you shouldn't give a damn about my opinion. I shouldn't give a damn about yours. So why lie? Just be transparent from the get. So lies I can't do.
Do you want a woman, like, do you want one woman, or are you open to like dating, like having a relationship with more than one woman?
No, I need one. I need one. That's how I was raised. My mother, you know what I'm saying? So having multiple women and having to literally repeat everything that you're doing for a whole nother woman is beyond me, beyond what I want to do. I know for some men they like that, but for me, I'm cool.
All right. So this is Sean. Atlanta as well.
So you have a man that is employed. He has one child. He is clearly educated and articulate, dresses well. He's saying that he want to be married, wants to be monogamous. He seems very laid back, very sure of himself, 35 years old. And instead of the women being like, okay, you know, I can keep myself up, he's saying that he want a woman to be honest, you know, keep herself together. Okay. Instead of that, y'all get mad. My sister Danica did a video, and I didn't understand the title at one time. She did a video and she said, Black women, she said something like women or Black women prefer bums. And I was like, no, that ain't true. But when I thought about it, I said, it's right. They're right. Because bums don't have no standards. I'm like, oh my God, Danica was right. They don't want guys who got something going for themselves and got their shit together. They don't, because they be so mad because they don't have any real retort as to why this man is wrong for wanting what he wants. So the only defense is to just shame him and say, oh, he think he full of himself. What? This is how I know y'all lying. Y'all don't really want what you say you want. You clearly don't. Because then when you see it, you're like, oh, he think he all that. I don't appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Eugene. Eugene said, this proves a lot of things that were said about modern women. This man just said he wants a woman who holds herself accountable. And the words of delusion were heard in the messages. Facts. Oh, malevolent elephant. You dog, you malevolent elephant. Oh, malevolent elephant. You dog, you. Oh, malevolent elephant, don't make me get rich up in here, darling. Okay, don't make me get rich, malevolent elephant. I'm trying to keep this stream not being too long, but malevolent elephant, you about to make me get rich, honey. Oh, malevolent elephant, I am getting guacamole on my Chipotle this week. Shout out to malevolent elephant. Have y'all checked out his channel? Malevolent elephant got one of them channels where you better have some time on your hands before you go on there, because it's so much crazy stuff on there that you watch one video, then the next one. And now Malevolent Elephant has a second channel called Benevolent Elephant with like shorter clips of crazy stuff. So y'all subscribe to his channel. You will not be sorry. Tell him that I sent you. Okay. Oh, snap. Y'all got me feeling rich. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Now both of y'all showing up. Y'all, ooh, don't make me get rich. Yep. Y'all about to make me get rich up in here. Okay. Now I'm trying. Y'all got one more time. Okay. I'm trying to focus and I'm not trying to. I appreciate y'all. Y'all spoiling me. Hold on. I feel so. Hold on. Wait. Thank y'all. Hold on. Thank y'all. Hold on. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling rich. Wait a second. Thank you. Thank y'all. Yes, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Jeremy. Y'all ain't even say nothing. Y'all just like, let's show you some love, show you some support. Because y'all know people hate to see people get support. I know y'all hate that. I appreciate y'all. Y'all Madam Reach Beach. Y'all finna make Madam Reach Beach come out now. Don't make me do it. All right, let's continue. Let's continue.
Woman gotta look a certain way.
Oh, here go. Oh, this is the moment that they lost. I wish I could see my cat right now. Oh my God, this cat is so freaking funny. What is he doing? My cat is laying like out of the door in the hallway on his side, looking at me like this. X-Man. Why are you looking like that? Yeah, I've never seen him lay like that. He on the side looking at me like, Eggman, come here, sweetie. Why are you looking like that, baby? You want to come to mommy? I don't know. He's just looking like he's so mad that I'm not paying him attention. Yeah, I need my shades so I can bring out Madam Reach Beach. Y'all, I need to put my shades and my fur back over here so Madam Reach Beach can come out when she need to come out. So this is the part that they lost their mind at this point. Oh, snap. Y'all spoiling me on Cash App. Wait a minute. Y'all spoiling me on Cash App. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, Frenita. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, James. I didn't even see this. I had my phone on silent. I didn't even see. And thank you so much, Kaden. Oh, y'all got me feeling good. Oh, my God. Thank y'all. I love y'all. So this is the part. Why did she ask this question? So the host asked, does she have to look a certain way? Now, we all know Black women, the reason why a lot of Black women don't have no man is because they are worried about looks. That's what it comes down to. Most Black women correlate their sexual attraction to the way a man looks. Even though a man look doesn't have any bearing on his capabilities and leadership as a man, most Black women are single because just simply put, they're concerned about the way a man looks. That's just what it is. Okay. So keep in mind, they don't have no problem telling you what they want. They be the first one mad if a man is short. First one mad if a man don't have, the big boy abs and all that. If he don't have a nice haircut and nice beard and this and the third, they be the first one mad. And they be the main ones ready to talk about what they like when it comes to their physicality. Okay. So now they're gonna ask him, what do he think about, looks? Listen to what he say. They lost their mind.
She does. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She does.
And I want you to look at his body language. Even though I am proud of him for standing on his square, because more men need to do that. Stay on your square. What you want is what you want, and that's on period. Whoever don't like it, bye. Okay. But I want you to notice how he is still slightly hesitant when he has to break the news of no fat bitches. So listen.
She does. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She does. I would like a woman that's healthy. She don't have to have perfect figure, perfect body, but she got to be a healthy weight. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't down on me. I'm trying to go old with you. So don't go, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like no 300 pounds, 400 pounds, and then have me heartbroken by the time I'm 40.
Listen, now listen, because you said you were an actor. So some people in the comment section say they feel like you're doing a monologue.
Okay, so notice that. Notice the timing of this. Okay, I found this very interesting. So when he makes it clear that he don't want no women who are 300 pounds because y'all stay lying and swear that the men you want like big girls, and y'all stay lying saying that some men like big girls, when I've been told y'all, there ain't never been no man that decides to work hard, become successful, and then goes out and go to the club and sees a fat girl in the club and think to himself, that's my future wife. That's who I want to come home to every day. You ain't never seen it. When you see a big girl that have a successful husband, where matter of fact, when you see a big girl that got a husband at all, trust and believe that either in the beginning or currently she was financially contributing to that relationship. Don't let her lie to you. She was. Number two, sometimes you'll see a fat girl, but she was not fat when she got with him. And number three, sometimes she got that nigga so extorted and he got so much to lose if he was divorced her that he just stuck with her. But y'all swore that men like women 300 pounds. So now that he makes it clear that he don't want no women 300 pounds, now all of a sudden we think you're putting on a character. Y'all are, what I will say about you hoes is you hoes are clever. I'll give you that. You hoes are the masters of ring around the rosy. Well, y'all know when somebody got y'all cornered in something factual that you know damn well you wrong about, y'all will find a way to distract everybody from what the real problem is. So once he mentioned weight, now all of a sudden, oh, we just don't take him seriously. Oh, this must be a monologue. I don't think that he's being real about this. How convenient. The minute he say no fat girls, now he's an actor. So we just don't know if he's serious now. Y'all are clever. I will say that.
Tyler Perry right now. This the way you always engage and talk in regular life?
I am. I wouldn't say like some guys you have that's very exuberant. Me, I'm just laid back. And sometimes, be honest with you, sometimes that's actually been a problem for me because some of the women that I've dated, I guess they've been used to just that excitement of arguing and that excitement of.
Absolutely. He is not making that up. I have seen it myself. Absolutely. I did a post on Instagram some time ago and I said, please do not be so used to big and new that when you meet a man, you know that I told masculine men don't argue. The number one way, if you want to know if you're with a masculine man or not, is do he sit there and argue back and forth with you? Okay. Masculine men don't argue. They don't take advantage. There really is not much to argue about. They're logical thinkers. They're normally very fair in what they expect, fair in their law. They don't actually do anything weird. Like, again, they're logical. There's not much to argue about with a masculine man. You know, he said what he said. He's thought it through. And the reason why you don't got to argue with masculine men is because they're always looking for a solution. They're not looking for a tick for tack, back and forth, and I'm going to show you, and you did that. They are going straight to the solution. Okay. And they're not going to go into your feminine energy arguing back and forth. They're coming with the solution, acknowledging how you feel. Masculine men don't expect you to be a man. They know you're a woman. They know you're emotional. They know you want to talk and get your feelings out. So they allow you to be who you are, and they are who they are. Masculine men don't argue with you about whether or not your problem should be a problem. You see what I'm saying? Since they are competent in finding a solution, they don't have an issue acknowledging your problem. When you have to spend most of the time arguing with a man about whether or not your problem should really be a problem, he does that because he does not have the solution. When masculine men have the solution, there is no arguing needed because your issues will be validated and he's going to come with a solution to it. Masculine men are self-aware, they're disciplined, they don't talk out their ass, and they said what they said. Okay, so I like what he's saying. Like, a lot of women are just used to a man being impulsive and arguing back and forth with him. He's like, I'm not doing that. I believe him. A lot of women don't know how to stomach a man in his masculinity. You'll take it as he doesn't care because you're used to bitch.
Sometimes going back and forth, things of that nature. Argue for what? I just like to be relaxed. Like, there's no point in arguing because you are not my enemy and I'm not yours. So I just believe in keeping the peace and the respect. But yes, all the time.
Okay. So does woman got to make a certain amount of money?
No, because her money doesn't really do anything for me. Not to sound like an asshole, but it doesn't. I don't.
35, got a career, single, wants to be monogamous, wants to get married, wants one woman, wants to protect, wants to lead, says your money is not welcome here. And all Black women could say is, he's full of himself.
Really expect her to do anything for me as far as financial things go. So she doesn't have to make a certain amount, but I would like to see her be a solid woman that's put together.
Let's see. Thank you for the super chat, Eugene. Eugene says, so this man wants a woman who holds herself accountable, doesn't have to be perfect, can't be fat, must be virtually feminine, not much to ask for. But Eugene, in Atlanta, that is a lot to ask for. And he's not done. He about to put y'all on to the next issue of dating these women in Atlanta. Just listen.
I would like to see a woman that's able to take care of herself. And then this way, it's kind of like I can step into that situation and then add to her. Big
facts. I was talking about this the other day. I said, you know what? I'm a firm believer in being an adult. All right. If I was a guy, I'm not dating no girl that always need help with her bills, always behind on her bills. I'm not going to be with no woman who ain't never paid her own stuff and took care of herself and is responsible with money and has her basic adult needs. The only way I would let a woman slide on not having her basic adult needs is if I'm marrying her fresh out of high school and she going straight from her parents' house to my house young. But there is no way I would be a man dating a woman over the age of 23 years old and she don't have her basic adult needs met on her own. Because normally what this means is she either going to mess your money up because she is irresponsible with it. Or it means that if she never had to pay for anything on her own, she think it's a joke and she'll always take for granted your hard work. She went straight from her daddy house to your house. She just think money grow on trees. Now she one of them women thinking it's funny, spending hundreds of dollars on Amazon when you told her no and hiding packages from you, thinking it's funny. More men just say, nah, baby, I'm sorry. You ain't got your basic needs, meaning transportation, a roof over your head that you can afford, your utilities not behind. What the hell? And that's being an adult. Now, once I know that you know the reality of running a household financially, then we can come together. Because now you ain't going to be doing stupid stuff with my money. And I know we can buckle down, focus, sacrifice, do what we need to do to get where we need to be. Okay? Them women you meet and the second day talking about my phone about to get cut off. Can you pay my phone bill? Baby, let the phone get cut off because I won't be calling you no more because I'm not dating no woman who cannot pay her goddamn phone bill.
Happiness and add to exactly where she is. So yeah, she just got to be solid.
All right, let's do the Kendra cam.
What's that?
That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Okay. Let me see my move.
Did you film my episode or something today?
Nah, I didn't. Yeah.
I'm confused. What's wrong with what he has on? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with what he's wearing? Why are they asking like, did he film something today? What's wrong? So when a man got on sweatpants and some J's and a hoodie, you don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, these men be 40 years old with J's on. 40 years old, okay, and you don't say nothing. But then when a man got on some slacks, a collared shirt, am I missing something? What's wrong with what he got on? Somebody break this down for me. I don't understand. He's dressed like a 35-year-old man. Anyway, I don't know. I this is why women are single. I literally just can't. I just cannot.
All right. You have a nice outfit on. That's nice.
Appreciate you, Queen.
So, Sean, when was your last relationship?
Almost 3 years now.
All right, you gotta
Precisely.
answer what I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been about before I moved to Atlanta. Because I just
What is that?
was
What's that time period? I don't know when you moved to Atlanta.
so I moved to Atlanta roughly about 5 months ago.
Okay, so
Now I'm gonna call Cap there. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna call Cap there. I'm just gonna keep it real. There ain't no way in hell that you've been in Atlanta dating for 5 months and you ain't got no There ain't no way. Cause these in Atlanta go out on one date. I told y'all about the wigs and lies. And these go out in Atlanta, go out on one date. She get a little Casamigos, a little lemon pepper, and she giving up that. So, sir, you've been better off just saying that you don't want to answer it. But I don't believe it. I ain't gonna hold you. I think he just don't want to say it, but not for a second do I think you've been in Atlanta 5 months and you ain't got no one. Whoever else in Atlanta, women are giving it away very, very easy. It's kind of sad. I want to tell a story so bad, but I'm not going to do it. I want to tell it. I'm not going to tell it. But just know, I think he lying. Malevolent Elephant is not lying. These chicks in Atlanta, one date, and she is already like, women in Atlanta go on dates to get free food and they back broke. Okay? If you're a man in Atlanta and you're getting easy hump, don't think that, oh, you just that dude. No, she actually is winning in her eyes in that situation. She go out with you, Casamigos food, then get her back blown out. Y'all be out here giving away good peeing to unworthy women. Y'all be out here with good big peeing and you just squandering it. I don't know why y'all doing that. These hoes is winning. They getting a stomach full of food and a stomach full of something else. Then going home twinkling her toes, satisfied from head to toe. So, sir, I don't believe it. When you say 5 months, you ain't got no.
was it like 5 months ago?
So right before I moved out, had to hit the X up one more time. Just one more time. This is the final goodbye.
Where'd you move from Atlanta? Where'd you move to? Where were you before Atlanta?
Tampa.
Where?
Tampa.
Okay. I think there's so many sensational women in Atlanta. Are you having a difficult time meeting someone live in person?
No, there's a lot of valuable women in Atlanta. I think the tough part about it is more so distinguishing the authenticity behind it. So many entrepreneurs in Atlanta, and it's like, you don't have to impress me again with your financial status. If you have a business of your own, that's great, but you don't have to sit there and try to pretend. And then, a week later, 2 weeks later, you asking me for rent money. Just be real.
Sorry, my Skittles out.
Boy, I know for a fact that he is not capping at all. He is not capping whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. These girls, let me tell you the problem with women in Atlanta, which is y'all be getting mad at me for the advice I give y'all, but I be trying to give y'all good advice. I tell all women you should be living well below your means. You should be keeping your bills as low as possible. You should not be getting into any significant debt by yourself. Save your credit for when you and your man get together and get married and y'all might want to buy properties. Like, save it. Like, just wait a second. And so many of y'all got so mad at me. But I said the reason why in Atlanta there's this huge transactional issue is a lot of women have signed up for big bills that they cannot handle on their own. And they're not able to form any genuine relationships with a man because they're in a constant survival mode of, oh my God, I got to maintain the rent in this penthouse apartment that I can't afford. Then you stressed out. Big bills are meant for families, couples, not for one woman. That's why Black women in Atlanta are the main ones getting evicted. Black women getting kicked out on the street left and right. Now you got women hobosexuals here in Atlanta. So this is a brother where he's saying he meeting women, and then a week later they asking him to pay their rent. I can't tell the story. I can't tell the story to me. I can't tell it. It's not my story to tell. I ain't gonna tell it, but I want to tell it. Ooh, I want to tell it. Yeah, so they go get these expensive cars, these expensive apartments. Then every man they meet, they don't hear a word he's saying. The women in Atlanta, what happens is they want the perks of having a man in their life, but they don't want the actual man. They want to go straight to, ma'am, you love and care for the man first, okay? And then there are certain things that happen naturally after that. Men are natural givers, okay? They naturally take pride in seeing you not be stressed and taking things off your plate. But ma'am, you cannot skip over the man and then just go straight to provide this for me. Ma'am, what are you? He known you for a week. What are you? We were talking about this in the Patreon. I say, dating is cool. Once the man don't took you on 2-3 dates, you need to cook. Period. There is no, I'm just taking me out to eat every time. Order Uber Eats every time, ma'am. Them pots need to get open. Okay. Do y'all understand that a man doing for you is a thank you for you also taking care of him? You do understand that when you take care of him, it gives him more opportunity and space to make more and get more to provide for you. Men can feel when you are skipping over him as a human being. I know that these modern wives got y'all looking at men as objects and props. X-Men. Hey, Fluff. Hey, Fluffy kitty. My baby. Hey, Fluff. Hey, mommy, sweet Fluffy. Do not press no buttons up here. I know you can't wait to. Y'all see his fluffy tail? I love this fluffy fluff. You're such a fluffy. Oh, you're gonna lay down here? Okay, no problem. You want to hang with mommy? This is what you really wanted. I saw you over there mean mugging me because you mad because I'm gonna give you no attention. You could sit right here so mommy give you some attention, okay? He was so mad. He was looking at me like, you gonna just ignore me? So, these men are human beings. I know that modern wives have taught y'all that men are simply providers and props, just there to dote on you and wait for you, and you don't have to do anything in return. But that's not true. Like, these are human beings. They have feelings, emotions, and they can feel when you are skipping over him as a human just in pursuit of what should come with him, not looking through him to get straight to the perks that come with having a masculine man in your life. Okay, let's continue. So I believe him when he say he meeting a woman and then a week later they like, pay my rent. Ma'am.
Skittles on the low and it fell. Wait a minute. So you said the women try to impress you with their money, then they ask you for rent money?
Capping.
I've had one. So, for example, I've had one that I've met, and she's a good woman. She owned her own hair business.
Wait a minute. Y'all spoiled me on Cash App. I'm about to pass out. I love y'all. Thank you so much, Muhammad. Oh my God, let me send you a heart back. He say for Meta Reach Beach. Keep the consistency. Thank you. You see, I've been trying. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Silas. Y'all, Silas says, for a Cancer man sent you this. X-Man, please don't press no buttons. You're going to end this whole live. That was a very petty Cancer move to make. He sent the money like, just so you know, a Cancer man sent this. Thank you, Elvira, for the Cash App. Elvira, aren't you one of the Patreoners? Are you the Elvira from the Patreoners? Thank you. And thank you so much. Cece says, for you are telling no lies tonight. Thank you, sis. Cece, is this you? That CC404 on here? You're so pretty. I've never seen your face. Is that you, the same CC? I can't tell. But anyway, okay, let's continue. Let's continue. And press play.
Drove a Mercedes, and then literally, I would say about 4 weeks later, she was getting evicted. I would have appreciated her being honest, like, hey, you know, this is what I do. This is where I see myself, and let me make a fair decision of my own, whether or not I want to continue with that. Don't have me thinking you out here making 7 figures, and I'm like, you know what, this is a strong, independent woman, and then now I got to change things up and then redecide what's going to happen next. So, and only,
and this happens a lot in Atlanta, okay? I recommend living below your means no matter how much you make, because things can change any day. Oh, sorry, things can change any day. Oh, by the way, before y'all roast me, I bought the dummy battery. Matter of fact, I got it right here. I'm gonna show y'all. I bought it, but then when I went to install it, it did not work on my camera. Okay. So I don't want y'all, I know y'all be like, girl, if you don't go buy that dummy battery. I did, but it didn't work. So I probably got to exchange it for something else, but I did buy it. Okay. But yeah, even though I don't care how much money you make, still live below your means, because it's still just your income, one income as a woman. Okay. So a lot of women, they make a few extra dollars, then they go upgrade their whole life, sign up for thousands of dollars a month in bills, and then one thing go wrong, and now that's it. Someone say, welcome new Patreoner. Who became a Patreoner? Hey, y'all join the Patreon. The Patreon is a group of women. Tribalism is very important present day. How we're sitting here right now talking about these women in Atlanta and how they're moving. You know, unfortunately, that is majority of women. We're in a place now where if a woman's like, you know, no, I want me a brother. You know, I want to cook. I want to clean. I want to take care of my man. I want to work with my man. Like, when you're a woman that want that, you're not even safe to admit that in public. Okay? Women will literally attack you if you admit that. So I have created a safe space for women that, instead of complaining, want to hold themselves accountable, want to look good, want to do what we're supposed to do, and want to follow the rules. And you're able to be open about your desires, about what you want, about accountability. And you have a community of women who are on the same page. We have movie nights, group chats. We have monthly outings. We have an outing coming up this Sunday. We meet up once a month. The Patreoners support one another. There is so much support. We have a group trip coming up in June. There have been several Patreoners that are in different cities that have kind of joined up with one another through, why is this? Don't tell me this is going to act like this for me. We have several Patreoners who have joined together and connected in different cities to hang out with each other, support one another. So if you want that tribalism and that community, the Patreon is a great place to be. I get ready for my show on Patreon. So, like, for example, today we were on there. I did this makeup look. Can you all see? Honey, check out the blush. Check out the contour. Check out the bronzer. Honey, check out the highlight. Honey, the makeup is giving, okay, honey? And that's on period. So, like, today we're getting ready for the show today. I was doing my makeup, so I show every product, my whole technique. You see everything I use. Don't be commenting like, Six, what's that lip combo? What's that? Don't ask. Join the Patreon. The other ladies show you different things that they've used that work for them. There ain't no haters. Everybody is very open. Like, hey, I tried this. You try that too. It's not a bunch of women trying to get you to not look good so they can look better than you. Everybody help hold each other accountable, give each other advice. It is a beautiful thing. Today, so while I'm doing my makeup, we discuss different topics. And today, we did a story time, and I was telling a story about my best friend being murdered due to domestic violence, and giving some of the ladies some tips on if they're in a situation or if they have a friend in a situation, you know, what I learned from it. We had a really good talk about that. The Patreon is just lit. I'm sorry. It's just lit. There ain't no way around it. But y'all see, this was the battery. This was the dummy battery. You see, it's all open. I tried it. It didn't work. So I'm going to try a different brand. This is like a little cheap Chinese brand I got on Amazon. Maybe I need to get a name brand one. But I did try. Okay. I tried. All right. Let's get back to the video. We're almost done. Yes. Bree says, I love the group. Hey, Bree. Yes. Bree is a Patreoner, honey. We love Bree. We absolutely love Bree. Oh, here it goes. Mandisa say, I'm officially a Patreoner. Honey, period. Listen. We look good in the Patreon. We getting results in the Patreon. You tired of being mean and ugly? Come to death row. Come to death row. Patreon.com/SIXTheGoddis. Okay, come on now. Be for real. Be for real. Be for real.
Because I think everything I ask for is what I'm able to give to. So I'm not trying to set a bar or a standard or boundaries that I'm not going to go ahead and honor myself.
Okay. Okay. All right. So why do you think you're single, Sean?
Well, I will say I wear my heart on my sleeve. So it's very easy for me to end up in situations or relationships even. But the difficult part about it, I would say, is when it's Atlanta. I would like somebody that's 100% single or close to that number if possible when we meet. It's almost like instead of you saying, yo, are you single right now? It's like you gotta ask, what percentage of single are you? Is what I mean.
And that's what I mean by, you'll hear him say that, and I'm sure y'all like, oh, please, come on. Nope. Because Atlanta, these girls will have a sugar daddy, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. She will not pick up the phone, disappear for days, say she's single, but she really not. Like, that is a thing here. Like, that's what I mean by the women here are a different breed in Atlanta. So this man been dating in Atlanta for 5 months, and he is already traumatized. He's already like, don't have us go on one date, then ask me for your rent money. Oh my God. Please make sure you're actually single. Like, you can't even go to these women's houses here in Atlanta. You be laid up in her house and her sugar daddy, baby daddy at the damn door. Okay. So that's a damn shame. He's saying like, you know, I want to do this, but damn, like these chicks out here, like, are you really single? You got to be like, do you have a man? Okay. Do you have anyone that think that you're a man? Let us know. Okay. Y'all be over there giving that thing to Mr. Charlie for some rent money. You know, going to the sugar daddy for some rent money, then he be knocking the door trying to get some sugar. Okay.
I do believe in competition, but I believe in competition for woman to woman, not competition, especially in Atlanta, where there's way more women than men.
Boy, I know, boy, that right there triggered them so bad. Big old facts. Okay, I love this for him. Big old facts. Okay, I've been told women, the man that show up consistently for you and fits what you need, that need to be the man that gets your attention. Most of these men out here that y'all be entertaining, you think are an option, they not really an option. You do not need multiple men as a woman. The brother that's showing up, he's showing up, doing what he's supposed to do. That's it. Everybody else can kiss your ass. You ain't hitting on nothing. Because if a man want to, he would. So he's saying, yeah, you know, if I'm going to show up, if I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to be here. Yeah, I don't want you having, you know, have me competing with other guys. You know, like, come on. Because women are sick at the idea of having to compete. That's why you hate when women say, hey, stop being a fat ass bitch. Because now you're like, wait a minute. Now we're going to have to all lose weight and actually go to the gym and stay in shape and not eat 5 meals a day and every crumb off our plate. Why are you messing the game up? Well, this triggered them so bad. Black women hate men with standards.
Not competition where I got to compete against another brother or 2, 3, 4 brothers that look just like me for no reason at all. So,
okay. So why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
So I would say this. Number one, towards a woman is my number one thing. I still believe in being a gentleman to that woman at all times. And then me being a father, it's almost like I have this natural as far as just protecting a woman now and providing. So the most littlest things I love to pay attention to and then take on roles of just giving that to her. So if I know, for instance, that she loves to get her hair or her nails done by a certain person or a specific type of, you know, whatever y'all weaves, whatever it is, I'll pay attention to those things, the minute things that really make her happy, and then try to go ahead and surprise her with those type of things. So me, I love these.
I told you. Amazing thing happens when you focus on a man and have genuine interest in him. I was gonna say, y'all be so like, y'all be on the first of the day. Are you gonna give me money? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? Girl, calm down. Listen to what the man, you gotta listen to the man. He's saying, I'm gonna pay attention. I know you like getting your hair done. Here you go for your hair, baby. I know you like getting your nails. Let me set you an appointment. What the men are saying is, just see me first. When you see me first, you got to trust me that all that is coming with it, baby. My daddy told me, don't ever ask no man for nothing. He know exactly what you need. Listen to what the brother is saying. Y'all be running off good men because in the first week, you talking about, well, I'm spending my time with you and I need to be compensated. And I need my phone bill paid and I need my rent paid. Ma'am. And it can go the same with men. There are some men where he want to go straight to, I want the cooch. And it's like, sweetie, whoa, okay? It's there. It's not going anywhere, okay? But we need you to have a genuine interest. I'm a woman. I'm a human. Hey. Up here. Hey. You know, her down there. She's there. You know, leave her alone. She'll be there. Calm down. All right. What about me? Okay. Do you see me as a human being? And that's how a lot of men don't get laid, because the women can sense that. Okay. Because the man is coming at you with the energy like, so when am I getting the puss? So let me do all this so I can get the puss, like waiting. And women can feel that. That's why men that come at women like that, those men who be mad on the internet because they like, why is Six telling women to for men to buy them a drink when they're out and about? Don't she know we're trying to sit in these women's faces and lie to them and blow our hot breath in their face with hopes of getting some tail afterwards? Why is she saying that we need to buy a drink for $8 out of manners? I don't want to spend $8. I just want her to say hello to me and go home with me. Then wonder why y'all are not getting none. Then wonder why y'all are not getting laid. Okay. So it go the same with women. Y'all be so busy trying to figure out how I'm gonna get some money out this man. Then y'all getting evicted. You ain't even getting no money out the man. The more thirsty and the more you try to skip over a human being to get the benefits that come with them, the more you ain't gonna get it. Then y'all frustrated on the internet talking about, if you go out on a date, you need to give sex. Okay. All right. You know, whatever you say, sweetie. Okay.
Basic things. I love peace. I love cooperation from both ends.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, Sean, what's the age range you would date?
That's a good question. I would say probably our range. I'll say probably 25 to like 48.
Okay, 48. Do you want more kids?
I do.
Because the women have kids already.
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is Sean, Atlanta. You prefer her to be in Atlanta? Where you want her to be?
She can be long distance.
You will fly her to Atlanta?
Open up to the long distance thing, but she could be long distance.
See, this is the problem, Kazam's way. That's absolutely fine. I don't know what you expected me to say back to that. That's your prerogative. That's the beauty of a man, is you can set your standards as to how much you're doing. And, you know, if your standard is the first date that she's getting coffee and a walk, good luck with that. Okay. You know, in my mind, I want to look good, so I probably have on heels. Coffee and a walk sounds hot. It's giving sweaty. It's giving my feet gonna hurt. It's giving hot coffee, hot outside. You know, so what you got to just ask yourself, Kazam, what kind of woman are you really going to get if all you're willing to give on a first date is coffee and a walk? Because I'm just going to be honest with you. Most grown, self-respecting women are not going to show up for that. Okay. Because the reason why they're not going to do that is because you tell on yourself that you're exhausted. And when a man is exhausted, what it says to a woman is he has weak discernment. You send the message to the woman that you have been taken advantage of so many times that the idea of going out for a cocktail and some tapas, you're tapped out. And genuinely the way it goes is women, listen to this game I'm gonna give you. I know y'all don't ever want to learn from women, and you ain't fucking got to. So you can listen to these niggas, or you can listen to this when I'm finna tell you. I don't give a damn. You ain't gotta listen. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas do. But I'm gonna put y'all on game. Women treat men according to how other women treat men. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. This is why you'll see a bunch of women fighting for the one guy. It's not even about the guy. All she sees is a bunch of other women wanting him. So I want him too. So when you're like, all I got is a coffee date and a walk, you send the message to the woman that you have been taken advantage of multiple times. Now you're tapped out, burned out, and now all you have to offer is coffee. You're showing her you have weak discernment, and you're going to keep yourself in that perpetual cycle. So when you graduate to that level of accountability as a man, where you know how to have the discernment to have a conversation with a woman, whether you meet her in public. Okay, this is why I recommend that you all stop all this texting and actually call a woman. Okay, you as a man should be able to meet a woman, have a phone conversation or two with her, and use your power of the man to discern. Okay, you as a man, you're equipped with a natural discernment technology. You as a man, you're equipped with a natural system in your brain to assess risk. So if you have not developed those skills strong enough to where you can have a conversation or two with a woman and be able to tell, okay, this woman is about something, she worth some, let me take her out for a nice meal, because hello, you want to also eat. Do you want to be walking in the hot sun with a hot ass coffee? I'm trying to picture this, because I teach women that out of respect, when you show up for a first date, you have on a dress, you have your hair done, your nails done, some high heels. That's what I'm teaching women. And this is why a lot of you Negroes get mad at me. Because if I'm teaching women to show the respect to you, showing up with their heels and their dress, you can't take them for coffee dates walking. You could do that with women that show up in black Air Forces and flat sandals. The Patreoners will tell you. I'd be like, when we go out, if you show up with little heels and sandals, I will talk about you. They be sending pictures in the chat like, do y'all think these are big enough? I don't, honey, the ghetto. So if the women are showing up with their heels, their makeup, honey, they're not walking. We need you to have discernment. Stop just meeting a girl and taking her out to eat, hoping to fuck. Why don't you actually talk to the woman and use your power to assess the risk before you ask her out on a decent date? I mean, I don't understand that. So you can go ahead and do the whole like coffee and a walk. Good luck on the kind of women that are showing up for that. And my thing is, that's fine. If you want women that wear black Air Forces, just say that, Over here, we want women that wear stiletto pumps. All right, honey, period. Let's continue. Men telling themselves, I ain't buying no drink. All you getting is a coffee. You're telling on yourself. Women have took your ass up through there. Meaning you're weak. You're game goofy. Okay, as a man, don't talk too much. Sometimes y'all talk too much. Y'all talk too much, tell yourself. A man don't do all that talking. Y'all talk too much. You talk yourself out of it.
Would you fly her to Atlanta?
I would.
You would, okay. This is Sean Atlanta, 35, actor, has a 4-year-old daughter. He'll date 25 to 48. He's a Cancer. All right, boo, let's do it. Give them your Instagram page.
All right, it's legendary_Sean. SHAW legendary_.
Okay, that's pretty much it. So did y'all see anything in there? Did I miss something? Did y'all see anything in that interaction that comes off as this man is full of himself? Did I miss it? We've watched the whole interaction. Can someone please educate me on where in this was this man full of himself? Did I miss something? Muhammad says, also keep in mind that we're actually trying to find a partner, not a chick to smash. Those chicks are the easiest to get. It's also easy to get an STI or STD because some of y'all are reckless. Fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, think about the kind of women, like if a woman show up for a coffee date and a walk, she probably got bacterial vaginosis. Okay. I'm going to be real with you. If a woman show up for a coffee date and a walk, she probably doesn't have health insurance. I'm just going to be real with you. She probably doesn't have health insurance. She probably doesn't have a credit card. Her credit score definitely is not above a 650. Okay. It's definitely in the 5s. She definitely wear black Air Forces. And that's just what it is. So I don't want no woman willing to come walk with coffee, because do you have health insurance? When the last time you've been to the doctor? Okay. Because you walk around drinking caffeine, walking in the heat, that's not going to do very well for your, pH balance. Okay. You know, if you're walking in the heat with coffee, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles, fellas. Black Air Forces. Did y'all just say what's wrong with Black Air Forces? Y'all. Fellas, please tell me. Okay. Are you okay with going on a date and you walk into the date and she got these on? If y'all say there ain't nothing wrong with it, then it ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. Are y'all okay with this? Fellas, you go on a date. All right. You go to pick her up and she walk out the house in these. Are y'all okay with that? No judgment here. Okay. No judgment here. Now, if y'all are cool with this, who am I? Who am I to speak on it? Huh? You know, y'all let me know. Is that cool with y'all? Because that's the kind of shoes she would need to have on in order to walk with some coffee. Okay. Or would you rather go on a date and she walks out the house in these? Okay. Would you rather? Let me know which one. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, let us know. Now, do y'all think that the kind of women who wear these, do you think that a woman wearing this is going on a coffee date and a walk? Do you think a woman with these on is walking with coffee? It's up to you. So as a man, you know, you got to decide what it is you really want. Hey, you know, if you feel like, hey, I just need I want some, you know, coffee and a walk, then please make sure you pick the women wearing Black Air Forces. All right. But if you want a woman showing up like this, I'm sorry, but you are not going to be able to do no coffee and no walking date. Okay. And that's just not going to work like that. So she had an ACL injury and she can't wear heels. Honey, nothing but death could keep me from it. I wouldn't give a damn if I had a torn ACL, ABC, DEFG. I would have me some heels on. I'm sorry. Oh, baby, I'll give a damn, honey. Baby, I could be half dead. I'll be half dead with my heels when I'm going out. And that's just that. Hey, sis, I was just talking about you earlier. Thank you for the super chat, sis. She says, so I can get to stepping in my Air Force One. The nigga got St. Louis in the house. Okay. The nigga got St. Louis in the house. All right. Stopping in Air Force One. Boy, where is Nelly? Okay. And the St. Lunatics. Where is the St. Lunatics at, Danica? Danica, I was talking about you earlier. I said, Danica did a video before where she said that women like bums and they don't like successful men. And at first, I didn't understand what you were saying, Danica. I was like, what is she talking about? I'm like, women don't like no bums. And so I was saying that earlier, and I said this video I just reacted to kind of proves that what you're saying is true, that when a man do have his stuff together and nobody wants and come with the program, how, yeah, most women will be like, and they'll find a way for it to be a problem because he has the audacity to have standards, and how bums don't have no audacity to have no standards. They're going to take what they can get, and women like that. And I said, oh my God, Danica was right. Danica, you was right. Now, me personally, honey, I would Baby, I could be on crutches. I'll be in crutches in my heels. I am allergic, honey. Especially if I'm going out. If I'm going anywhere, if I'm going to any sit-down restaurant, if I'm going anywhere after dark, any kind of brunch, any kind of party, gala, honey, the heels got to be on. I just cannot do it. Some of y'all, I don't know how y'all do it. Like, sweetie, I understand you might have a injury, honey. I would be figuring out how to get some custom made adjustments in the shoes, something. It's just mandatory. It's grown woman stuff, okay? Grown woman stuff, it just hit different, you know. So a man got to decide, what is it that you want? If you're not willing, if all you're willing to give is some coffee, that's cool. But all I ask is that you just don't complain about the kind of women that you get in that. Don't use just coffee and stuff and then complain like, oh, these women ain't doing this and these women ain't doing that. Like, don't do that. Please just take what come with being with a girl with black Air Force Ones on, okay? Oh, yes, y'all. Happy belated birthday to my sister, Danica, honey. Just love her so much, Danica. I hope that you had a great birthday. How could I forget? Yes, y'all, please come say happy birthday to my sister. Y'all know we just love Danica so much. Like, I literally love Danica. I would do anything for her. I stan Danica. It is not a game. Danica say, I got a short man, so I got to have a little bitty heel or a flat, no Air Forces unless we in the gym. So what? He knew you was taller when he married you. You better stand next to him. Girl, who cares? You better put them heels on. I would be right there like, so what? Yup. That make him look even better. He gonna be like, damn, he handling her big, tall ass. Do you see me standing here looking happy? Yup. Sure, you better wear them heels. Who? Half of the girls having a problem, like, girl, where is your man? Half of the men having a problem, where is your woman showing up with you? You can't even keep no woman. Half of y'all, every time I see you, you either by yourself or got a different girl. You can't even keep no girl. I'll be right there with my heels on and dare somebody to say something. I'm taller, yup, and he tearing this tree down. Surely is. Okay. He might be taller in other places. Mind your business. Honey purr. Purr. Better put them heels on. And that's on Mary. I would dare somebody to say something. Excuse me, where is your man? Excuse me, where is your woman? You see me over here? Girl, who? And that's on Mary. Okay? You see him climbing this tree. Don't I look happy and satisfied? Mind your business. On that note, the conclusion moral of the story is there is nothing that Black women hate more than standards, which is why I want to see more of you fellas have your standards and be firm in them and stand on your square. Okay? I guarantee y'all, if y'all start having some standards and stop being like these niggas that are fucking with my disgusting 300-pound neighbor, did I give y'all the update on my neighbor? I forgot to tell y'all. Guess what? I told Facebook, but I didn't tell y'all. Guess what? They told my neighbor upstairs that she got 2 weeks to get out. Guess what? Other people have now started complaining about her too. Now, when it was just me complaining, they act like they didn't want to do anything. This has been going on for years. I tried to go to her myself. I wrote her a long letter, very polite, saying, hey, we got kids in this building. I don't know if you got the memo, but we out here in Lawrenceville. All right. This is the suburbs. We got kids. We look out for each other. We just trying to raise our kids. We don't do all this men in and out, loud music, meeting men on the internet and then having sex with them. And we don't do that. We don't do it. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and you are screaming with your headboard literally banging against the wall at 4 a.m. We're in an apartment building. It's dead quiet. In my neighborhood, by 10 p.m., lights are off. Everyone is in bed, watching Netflix, scrolling their phones, and getting ready for work and school the next day. You did not get the memo. Single people with no kids live in the city where it's loud and stuff everywhere, and you can sell pussy in the city. You cannot sell pussy in this neighborhood, ma'am. It doesn't work like this. Okay? So I told you about the one brother I called out there at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was out there with my dog, and he thought I was his girl popping up on him. So these men come in her house 3 a.m. and they gone by 6 a.m. Okay? She's chain smokes Newports, throws her cigarette butts onto my patio. She meets these men online and brings them to her house. I want y'all to understand how dangerous that is. The only reason why she ain't got deleted yet is because she's so fat, like no one even cares. Like it's not even fun. You rarely see fat women get killed by online serial killers. It's always like mildly attractive women. They're just like, oh, she's so fat, like we don't even care. So she brings these men who are felons. Did I tell y'all about that time where the brother was out there with a mask on her patio? He didn't want to see who he was, had a literal ski mask on. Okay. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you're in your bed, and all of a sudden when I say literally screaming, which tell me, second of all, ma'am, you're not even getting good peen. Okay. Because good peen be so, never mind. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say it. But I will say is good peen. You ain't got the lung capacity to be doing all that. I'll say that. You gasping for air. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew. So I'm like, ma'am, you doing all that, ma'am. It's not even giving. So she have all these felons coming in and out our building at 3 a.m. Okay. Then I'll be getting up in the morning early, headed to the gym, and I'm, getting in my truck. And here goes this nigga who just got out of jail that is buying 300-pound coochie for $40, looking at me over the balcony and smoking his cigarette like this. Psst, psst. Hey. Sir. And like it's not like, I'm going to rant for a second. And it's not like when that happened at the gas station where you give them a fake name, fake number, and drive off. You're seeing me coming out of my home. You know where I live. You're meeting these weirdos on the internet, bring them to your house, and then they on the balcony talking about psst, psst. One of them even knocked on my door and told me not to mind that because he's a man and you know how it is. But what's up with you though? It is dangerous, disruptive, disgusting. She never leaves her house. When I tell y'all she never leaves her house, I mean that quite literally. Since she never leaves her house, guess what? She doesn't have a sense of time. She doesn't have a sleep schedule. So guess who does laundry at 2 a.m.? This one. Guess who vacuums at 1 o'clock in the morning? This one. It has been literally the worst experience. I love my apartment, okay? I have it decorated just the way I like. It's just me, my babies, my fur babies, okay? By 10 o'clock, we are in the bed. We do not bother nobody. We pay our bills on time, okay? We have a very nice life here. But this whore has just made it so miserable for us. So I just feel so good to know that finally Other people have been complaining, so we're now the front office just cannot even. I guess when it was just me saying it, it was just my word against hers. But thank God now that more people are talking about it, because even my neighbor over there was like, who are these men? And I'm like, exactly. Why are you running a prostitution ring in this building where we all have kids? Ma'am, you know? And someone said she's doing community service. Shut up. Shut up. And, you know, I wanted to move so bad. But if y'all don't know what's going on here in Atlanta, when I moved to Atlanta, we had got a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. And that house was very nice. It was super nice. And the rent was like $1,300, $1,400 a month. Big old yard in a cul-de-sac, all that. That same house is now going for, the last time I checked, like $2,400, $2,500 a month. Could I go get a house and go spend $2,000, $2,500 a month on a house? Could I afford it? Yes. Am I about to go move into a house by myself with a child? Absolutely not. Do I like the fact that if something happens, I have people very close to me that kind of look out for us, check on us? I like that. So, you know, I wasn't going to sign up for that. However, is that what I want to do? Absolutely. But honey, I'm too scared. I'm not doing all that. You know, so we do what we got to do. But the point is, now she's leaving and we can get a normal family in there like everyone else. And we don't have to deal with prostitution and internet Johns in our building, seeing where we live. Okay. I try to write her a letter and be nice. You know, hey, you know, we have children here. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you're screaming at 4 a.m., we can hear it. If you're banging things against the wall, we can also hear. It's waking us up out our sleep. I have a son, you know, it's very awkward, you know, and she did not care. I was like, hey, I also would like to know when you're done smoking your cigarettes, could you maybe get a trash can or something out there so that they are not falling onto my patio and I don't have to sweep up your cigarette butts every day? Did she listen? No. So at that point, fuck you. And now I'm going Karen on you and I'm telling. And I had to report her. I have so many emails of reporting her. They did not want to believe me. And then when other people started complaining, now she got to get the hell up out of here. So I am so happy. Okay. I did a whole celebration. Yeah, I know she was catfishing. And then how I know she catfishing is because I ain't never seen the same man twice. It's at least 4 to 5 different men per week. And I ain't never seen a repeat. So once they get it, they never come back. Okay? It's disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I mean, right now we should be okay. Like I said, I like my apartment. I don't hear no one else. I have people on this side of me, that side of me. I don't hear no one else. She's the only one I hear. I like my apartment, you know? So, you know, I don't want to have to do all that. But my thing is, damn, none of them come back. None of them ever take you out. Ooh, Lord, the ghetto. But anyway, yeah, pros and cons. I just feel like for a single gal with a child, an apartment is best. You know, if there's a man in the house, a little bit different. But me personally, I need to be, you know, I got my neighbor right here. We be on the same page. She look out for me, I got for her. It's been several times where I've had some shit going on. Her husband has came and helped me. Like one time, something happened with my lot. Her husband came and helped me. I had help right there. You know, people up here look out for me. The neighbors over here look out for me. And everyone can hear me if some shit go left. If somebody try to kick this door in, all my neighbors going to have seen you and got your license plate number, the description of your car before you can do anything. And I just fucking safer for gals like myself. Okay. But she's disgusting. And the good news is she's getting ready to leave. So thank God for that. So y'all, are you subscribed to the channel? Subscribe to the I also want to say this real quick, because I had a lot of people that were disturbed about my community post and the video I did about Naturally Fashionable's mama. And I want to explain something to you all. Hi, my name is Six, and I ain't shit. Okay. I want you all to understand this. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. All right. I am not confused about who I am. I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. I'm not mixed up and back and forth. I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I'm doing. There were a few of you who left comments on my post, and you were saying things like, I expected so much better from you, Six. Some of you were saying, I wouldn't expect for you to say this. I'm disappointed in this. And I just want to say this gaslighting, and some of you were saying, Six, you think you're beyond correction. People don't need to be corrected when they know exactly what they're doing. I know that majority of Black people have an indoctrinated mindset. And society guilts Black people into not being an eye for an eye type of people. This is a form of white supremacy that really pats you on the back and convinces you that by turning the other cheek, letting it go, and being the bigger person, that it makes you a better person, that it gets you into heaven. Okay. And it does not. A big reason why a lot of y'all look a hot mess is because you internalize things, you turn the other cheek, and you let people take advantage of you, and that's why you ugly. Me, the reason why I look good, the reason why I'm aging well is because when you try me, I'm gonna cuss your ass clean out, period. I know exactly what I'm doing, okay? When y'all were saying you're disappointing me, you weren't expecting this from me, how were you not expecting this from me? I have been very clear from day one. When you go low, I go under fucking ground, period. I ain't never been a bigger person. I'm not that person gonna say, I'm gonna let it go. You know, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not that person. I don't believe that's getting me into heaven. I don't think that makes me a good person. I think that actually makes you fake. I think that every living being on this planet has a defense system. I understand human nature. I understand that humans don't not fuck you over out of the kindness of their heart. The way you keep humans in line is humans require consequences. Imagine if the law was, hey, y'all, this is the law. Don't kill nobody because it's not nice. People will be shooting people all over the place. They won't care about that. No, it has to be, if you kill this someone, you could possibly get the death penalty. If you kill this person, your freedom will get taken away. Humans require consequences. Every other race does not allow people to come in, do them any kind of way, and they take some kind of honor in letting it go. So y'all were over here gaslighting me. This woman literally gloated in the fact that my mother was dead and her mother is alive. Unprovoked. I did nothing but support this woman. And she gets upset and decides to go so low as to gloat and throw in my face that my mother is deceased and hers is alive still. So after and then I'm also, let me tell you, I'm grown. I've been through a lot in life. I have learned that when people speak certain things on their own life, if they die, they die. And that's just the way it is. When you grow up, you stop feeling bad for people for reaping the consequences of their actions. That's you ought to be feeling bad for people. I don't feel bad for no one who make their own bed and now has to lay in it. And the reason why most people leave dead relatives off the table is because You have relatives. So if this woman decides to mock the fact that my mother is deceased and her mother is still alive, and my mother became deceased from cancer, and then weeks later her mother gets cancer, you are crazy as fuck if you thought I wasn't going to say something about that shit. And you crazy as fuck if you thought that by me being like, count your days is doing too much. If you're that person that think you getting into heaven for letting it go and turn the other cheek, please go ahead and do that. I do not. People start shit with me. Then when I come back, now you begging me to stop. When the truth is, just don't start it. Because if you start with me, my retaliation is always going to usurp what you did to me. And that's the way I operate. You don't like it, leave me the fuck alone. Show me the same respect I show you. It's that simple. I'm a very respectful person. I love on people, nurture people, pour into people. I treat people the way I want to be treated. So if you go against that, and you have to learn to mind y'all business when somebody is defending their ancestors. Stay out of it. Because all y'all talking about, Six, shut the hell up. I want to see y'all go through what I went through and have somebody mock the fact that your parent is deceased after all that and see how much better you handle it. But my ancestors don't play about me. I don't play about them. So y'all, please stop gaslighting me. This isn't right. Shut the fuck up. It's right because I say it's right. And I can defend myself as I see fit. How come? But see, when y'all go have weaker people like that, now all of a sudden you feel bad for her because my retaliation comes so hard. Oh, well. You need to be going over there telling that bitch to stop weaponizing parents who are alive. Because now your mama has to count her days. And you put a spell on her mom. That's the way it goes. You put a spell on your mom. Now your mama is a casualty of war. It is what it fucking is. I'm sorry to that lady, but oh well. Your daughter calls this for you, and that's just life. I don't feel bad about none of that. Okay? So I just wanted to let y'all know that so you can stop being like, Six, I expected more. Let me say it one more time. You go low, I go sub-zero. You don't like it? Don't start it. Okay? Talk. I really feel like we made a breakthrough here. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts. And I appreciate you all so much. And you all have a good night.